Welcome back to Tim Talks. We're going to continue this series on things to keep us close to nature, a list that was created by our 2021 Nature Awareness class. And I'm going to begin with number 4 on this list, which is climb trees. Now, I gotta tell you, I'm a tree lover. And I think probably most people are. If you stop and you think sometimes, one of these crazy times when you can't seem to get humans to agree to anything, I think you could probably get humans to agree to the love and respect for trees. They're beautiful. We love them. They give us air. They give us food, fruit, and seeds and nuts to eat. They build our houses and our buildings and our homes and everything else with their wood. They warm us when we burn them in our wood stoves. They are incredibly beautiful. They show us universal beauty. Right now, as we speak, I'm sitting in my library at Headwaters Outdoor School. But outside, we got a pretty good storm going right now. And the fall colors have come. And while we don't have fall colors like they do in the East Coast and the Northeast, we do have amazing fall here. And I've planted probably over 200 trees in our forest gardens, and they're all turning color now. And there's a myriad of colors. There's yellows, every variety of yellow you can imagine. Oranges that just go right to your soul. Reds that just heat you up with their beauty. Pinks. Shades and shades of red, strange cookie green mixed with yellow and red. I mean, it is a light show that nature puts on as the trees begin to change color in preparation for winter. They'll lose their leaves and then they'll take a long sleep through the winter. So trees, they're the beings that just keep on giving. They give love, they give food, they give beauty, they give magic, they give inspiration. I've never seen anything more beautiful than a giant, massive tree. Recently, we've had these fires in California, and the giant sequoias, the biggest trees in the world, were in danger from these hot, hot fires. And some of these trees are 2,000 years old, and they've been through fires. But these newer type of fires we get from forests that haven't been naturally cleaned or cleaned by humans, they burn so hot, even the sequoias were in danger. And sadly, we have lost some. And they're irreplaceable because they've all been logged except for 5%. So every single tree is absolutely precious. And I was watching, the firefighters were wrapping the trees in protective cloth and materials, and firefighters would protect one tree at a time. This is love of earth. This is caretaking. This is what a tree that's that beautiful, that's amazing. It calls people to action to want to care for it. And so the bottom line on this one, number 4 of how to keep close to nature, is climb trees. With everything I've just said, you need to build your relationship up with trees. It'll be the best thing you ever did. Just climb them as high as you can. If you're worried about heights, stay low, but get up in them, and don't just do it quickly. The key is to spend time, minutes, hours, days. The longer you can climb a tree and be in it, the more knowledge, connection, energy you'll pick up from that tree. And what I've learned, you can talk to trees. And they'll give you answers. You'll get intuitive answers back from them. You'll feel the answers inside your body through a gut feeling, or like we call it inner vision, a chill down your shoulders. You can talk to them. You can cry. You can if you're having a sad moment, you can climb up in a tree and just put your arms around it and just cry out what you need to cry about. And that tree will just take it in for you. It'll soak up that energy. You can ask trees for help, for guidance on things. You can look at their bark and let the patterns of the bark show you different things and ideas that could inspire you. Don't ask me why. And this kind of thing, it doesn't work in the logical brain. You have to have a trust. And once you become an earth caretaker, when that day comes where you've climbed enough trees, you spend enough time in the woods, you'll go out one day and you'll go, I am the earth. And the earth is me. Then you take off. And you have no need at that point anymore for logical thinking. You can use it. It's a great tool. It's a great gift. But you can use it when you want. You can decide to take it out like you take a hammer or a saw out or a pencil or a pen and it's a tool and use it. But you'll always have then that intuitive connection where you just feel what the trees have to tell you and you trust it and you take action on it. Moving on, number 5. Become close friends with trees. Well, I've kind of talked about this already, but I guess I could take it one step further, and that is you will find individual trees that become your greatest friends, that call you back time and time again to go up into them, to sit next to them and to climb them. That is a huge deal. It may be trees or both that you planted and you've nurtured them and watched them grow in your life. I've got trees here now on my Headwaters land that I planted 25 years ago. And some of them, I've watched them grow. They were just little tiny things. Now some of them are, going on 80 feet tall in their entire wildlife habitats. Some of them are changing color now. So beautiful, the maples and the cottonwoods that I planted. Those trees, they're my friends. I know them individually. I go to them and I recognize them. They recognize me, and a connection happens that is far beyond anything in the logical mind. It's in that level of love and peace and connection of life that we all dream of being in. So trees as friends, individual trees. Number 6, when it's safe, get your clothes off in nature. Now, when it's safe, you can't do it around tons of people and, where people are going to see you, that stuff. We all have, we like our privacy. But when you're alone and it feels good and it's warm enough and so forth, get those clothes off. Be a la natural. Become a wild man, a wild woman, a wild being. Let that wildness come out of you. And there's something about getting your clothes off. And if you do that, then you climb a tree, or then you jump in water, or then you walk barefoot. Oh my gosh, a whole nother level of crazy happens. Beautiful crazy. Wild, crazy connection crazy. There's a wildness within you that begs to be set free. And often that's one way to do it. Just get a la natural, right? I have nothing against clothes. I love them. My clothes are great. Right now I'm wearing this wonderful sweatshirt. It's keeping me warm. But man, I like to get my clothes off when I can and just roll around in the meadows and jump in the creeks and climb the trees. So get those clothes off. And I will end this Tim Talk by saying ho, thank you, and we'll continue with number 7 next on the next Tim Talk. Ho.